What is up, everybody? Hello. Welcome back to the stream. After unexpectedly having to cancel yesterday due to thunderstorms in the area, which is a really good thing I did because I lost power briefly a couple times. So yeah, it was one of those things that just had to be done. But I am back today to finally getting around to playing Astral Chain. Because the Bayonetta speedrunning community is like, hey, are you going to play this game? It's a lot of fun. It's great. And I'm like, yeah, I really don't know about it. Wasn't planning on buying it, and then I got it as an early birthday gift. So I'm like, well, I got it, so let's play it on stream. And then all sorts of things just kept coming up and getting in the way, which prevented that from happening, except for right now. So let's get to it. Let's finally see, is this game worth it? In my opinion, being a grumpy old man.
Prime core, fully seated. Activity levels at 35.72, 36.18, 37.95. No sign of chimeric transformation.
Understood. The particle gun is online and ready to fire. Whenever you're ready.
Let's begin.
Activate the astral chain. Engage the restraints.
I don't know why I had to tell you to do that. I mean, it seemed kind of obvious. So, like Evangelion, except for it's not one of the kids' parents. Got it.
Well then, have the next candidates been chosen?
Yes, they have. But they're not from our usual channels. They're 2 new officers who just joined Criminal Affairs. They're Captain Max's children. The twin orphans he took in. I've seen their test results, and frankly, Doctor, none of our other candidates come close. I've already taken the liberty of filing for their transfer to Neuron.
I understand.
This is so Evangelion, it hurts. You have Nerve from Evangelion, you have Neuron here from this. The kids have to be the ones responsible to pilot these basically beasts that they've tamed. With the exception of, like, the Evangelions were, like, made from, like, you know, the souls of certain people's parents, like Asuka's dead mother, Shinji's dead mother, who's also a clone. You know, it's like, wow, it's like, I'm starting to see the parallels. It's not direct, but it's definitely taken from that. Name, player. What's a random name? I don't know. We'll see. Miki. Kane. Kane. Miki. Wow, it's like like random. It's 1 of 3. Okay. Sure. Completely random generator. You have 1 of 3 choices. It's kind of like when I was teaching, like, I wasn't like a teacher, but I was an instructor for Verizon Wireless. And I'd be teaching classes and stuff like that, and be like, okay, we need a volunteer to read this next part. And I'd like get right in somebody's face and be like, a volunteer, it could be anybody in this room, anybody at all could volunteer. It's like an inch away from their face saying this, and they'd still like, I'll volunteer. I'm like, hey, we have a volunteer. That's pretty much the same way. It's like, you have a random choice. Anybody can do this here. I'll just pick this hairstyle. Got the ponytail, the side locks. Awesome. Alright. Hair color. It doesn't matter to me because I'm colorblind. I have no idea if any of these are actually good. So we'll stick with the default.
Brenda, where are the 2 new candidates now?
Doctor, we've just received reports from the police of a confirmed gate opening in Central City. All available officers have been sent to investigate. I assume the twins are no different.
That will do. Let's consider this their field test.
But sir, we haven't even briefed them on the project.
Damn it, Shinji, get in the machine. I mean...
If they were to fail now, we couldn't use them anyway. Brenda, humankind no longer has any more time to waste on useless formalities.
Wee, I'm a motorbike! So another wonderful parallel is also Ikari and the Doctor here were both standing by as their creations went berserk and tried to murder them through plexiglass.
Zone 36. All officers, ensuring civilian safety is your top priority.
The attack buttons are the shoulder buttons. Oh, this is going to be a problem if I can't remap these.
Repeat. Calling all officers en route to Grand Avenue. Watch out for abandoned vehicles on the highway. The area has been designated Red Shift Level D. We've confirmed reports of civilian aberration. We have approval from the Union to use lethal force on any aberrations. Exercise your best judgment when engaging these targets. That is all.
Takira Howard, I've just arrived on scene. HQ, do you read me? There's too many aberrations to count. They've blocked off the highway.
Why do we even have ramps like this on a highway? It seems kind of dangerous if you ask me.
Everyone passing through. There's too many of them to handle.
Bureau's orders. We will send over whoever we can once things have calmed down. Hold tight until then.
What? You've got to be kidding me. Damn it. No backup. We're all goners. Hey, you can hear me, right? Where the hell are you? Come on, get over here now.
Yes, on a highway, which seems like it'd be a dangerous place to have these ramps to begin with, but, I mean, I'm not the engineer, so... You can't hold it down, you have to keep pressing this. Not the most accurate weapon, either. Got it. Remember, when driving into heavy stalled traffic, look backwards. Don't slow down. Just keep your eyes off the road. Automatically saves. Options, alright. Vibration. Go to hell. Button configuration. Okay, good. Fade. Attack. Okay, good. So I can set up somewhat slightly like Bayonetta. So that's good. Okay, so I can have evade the triggers. Let's see what D does. Yeah, because attack appears with my arthritis is not going to be doable. Alright, evade. Attack. Let's do that.
Boy, am I glad to see you. Give me a hand, will you?
Oh, it's no use. I can't move.
Oh yeah? What's this? I think somebody's got a case of the
Come with
lies.
me. The chopper's this way.
Don't attempt a fireman carry. Hey man, that guy has a heavy arm.
Thanks for your help. I can take it from here. There's more choppers on the way.
Not into the orphanage! Oh, but they're orphans. No one cares. That's okay. It's not like they have parents or anything who will mourn for them. Ha ha ha! It's like you gonna let me attack now? I ran up to it and it's like, no, you can't attack.
I found someone who needs evac.
Okay.
Someone come give me a hand over here.
Good, now it's letting me attack finally. That's good.
Hey, over here!
Is there an auto lock on for camera? Okay, we're gonna need to up that camera speed movement too. This is just ridiculously slow. Camera. This might be what I'm looking for. Something that's kind of like basically say, okay, this is going to be like follow whoever. Yeah, someone get this hothead down here. That's a classic one. Six actually might even be better. Okay, so R does have a lock on. Good.
Give us a hand!
Let's get him!
Okay, those guys got massive hitboxes. Got it. So like right now I am like super slow and clunky. There's no jump button whatsoever, by the way.
Hey, are you hurt? Here, take this. It'll heal you right up.
It's a Sensu Bean. Hey, Nimix. Join the just at the start of having to like calibrate things.
Come on, where are you?
On the highway with dead
I
people.
know that voice. They went to check out the crash site. Eyes open out there.
Permanent and field supply items, okay. Items to buy from shops, rewards are permanent. Can't carry many of them. Ooh, putting a new window in. So it's like as in a brand new window, there never was one there before. Or are you like replacing a window with something with like a storm window? Ah, replacement, yes. Yeah, it's amazing like how much a replacement window can make a difference, especially the old one was like not that great. Okay, so I'd make use the field version first versus your permanent ones. Okay. Okay, so you have to hold it down to access it, which you're going to use, and then let go, and then hit R again. That's weird. That's just clunky as hell. Also, when heading towards Chopper went down. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's dead in that chopper, you know, I saw it explode into that orphanage.
Hey, are you okay? Stay with me.
Don't leave my side, I'm so lonely.
My damn leg. I can't move like this. gate? Who's there?
Come in, PD-025. Corruption levels just shot up over there. What's going on?
Okay, so I have like no lock on right now. Got it.
Targets. But whatever they are, we can't see them.
Can't see them. Are you sure it's not just an aberration hidden somewhere? Whatever they are.
Funny, I can see them. I just can't do anything about it. This seems like it's a story event.
Don't you hang up on me! Damn! How are we supposed to fight something we can't even see?
Haven't you seen Bloodsport?
This is real bad. I don't know how we're gonna make it.
Yeah, like everyone's like flexing like, ha, look at me. Oh, by the way, let this guy just smash you in the face. We're too busy being cool, not effective.
Just in time, huh?
Dad?
Better put the reunion on hold.
Max, you must let them use the Legatus.
Wait a minute, Commander. What the hell are you saying?
You cannot
No
expect
habla
them to fight
español.
on their own.
Que es
This is an order,
tragedia.
Captain. Don't worry about calibration. I've already loaded their personnel data into those devices.
If you say so.
Captain, are you serious? What is this thing?
That thing will let you use a legion of your own. Really hoped you two wouldn't get caught up in all this. Damn it, Commander. Now don't go dying on me.
I just turned my blind eye to you, so I'm gonna assume that you give me a knowing approval look. Quick, animate transformation!
ID code confirmed. Starting up. Core release. Engaging Advent protocol.
It's amazing how they know how to use all this, having not been trained on it at all.
Stabilized. Advent protocol complete. Tamed Legion.
weapon, part partner. Saved my ass plenty of times.
Oh, this is so weird. It's like I'm feeling everything it feels.
That means it's working. So I'm guessing you can see that thing in front of you now, too. That ugly son of a bitch is what we call a Chimera. The Ark's not so public enemy number one.
Yeah, the camera in this game is atrocious. Oh my god.
The device we gave you is a Legatus.
It is terrible.
It's what connects us to the Legions. That connection is why you can see the Chimeras now. On top of that, it's got memo-taking apps, navigational aids, you name it. I've got solitaire on mine. It's really good.
Is this really the time to be geeking out, Jin?
Also, add in the fact that these are all colors I really can't see, and it's making it even harder.
Lion tape, huh? Just keep your hands on the whip, you'll be fine.
Look out, though. Legions aren't always the safest tool in the box. Keep them out too long and they overheat, which makes them cranky. And you do not want to see a cranky Legion.
Trust me, your old man knows that from experience.
Well, lucky for our dear captain, the Legatus limiter keeps them from going from cranky to murderous.
All right, you two. Focus.
Yeah, this game is like... It seems to be blues and reds, so I'm just seeing like a sea of brown. It's like their outfits are like a darker blue, so I can kind of make that out. But I can tell everything else is supposed to be red because like I'm just seeing it as like browns and weird oranges. It's just not good on my eyes. And the camera is, like I said, just god-awful.
Look out! This one
Which
seems
is
stronger
unusual
than
for a
the
Platinum
others.
game.
I don't know how much longer we can keep our footing here. Let's finish this up quick.
Okay, so I can't dodge this attack apparently? So my dodge sucks? Alright, that's what I want to do with multiplayer games. Probably sometime next week. Probably be a good time. And my arm yanked out of socket. And I have terrible road rash.
What in the hell was that?
Oh no, I desync for my Eva. If you start hearing Calm Susser Todd, run. Unless you like the taste of Tang, because everyone's going to be that way. As I was mentioning at the start, the parallels to this and Evangelion are just like way too numerous to ignore. It's like, no one will notice these connections. I'm like, really?
Are you sure you've never used a Legion before? You're already way better at it than Max.
I'm standing right here, Alicia.
Why did you wait 6 seconds to say something?
But I gotta admit, that was something. Damn thing moved like it was a part of your body.
Okay. Copy that. Understood. Well, that seems to be all of them. We'd better get back to HQ.
Alright, you two are coming with us. I'll try to explain all this later.
I'm gonna go on the fly. They even have an anime-style opening. I can't say I'm surprised, really.
Sky turns west, swallowing up each and every being in this town. Hopes, hearts, everything is falling down.
Far away in the skyline, crowd of apparitions crawling around. It's calling, growing louder.
Are we the future of this burning hell? It's a fight for a paradise, fight for our life. So keep holding on until we break the spell. Free yourself, reach for the light in darkness and despair. If there comes a time when you are falling down, I'll be your savior. I'll be your savior.
Last time on Astral Chain. Okay, duty rewards, keywords collected. Okay. Red matter cleanup. Now change the game's playstyle when you start a file or load a save game. So Unchained, which is like ridiculously easy mode, takes care of combat, letting you focus on the story and casual play. No. Casual, which makes it sound easy, but it appears to be the normal mode. You'll be revived 6 times before game over? Good lord. The Platinum Standard playstyle offers considered challenge for action game fans, and Chain mode is unavailable in this playstyle. Performance will be ranked. Okay, I really don't know. It's kind of like, here, make a decision on things you have no idea what in the world they are right now. So it's like, we'll just go with casual, I guess, for now. Hopefully I can change that. Yeah, you'll be able to change it later. I hate when games do it, like, here, make complex decisions on things you have no idea how it works, like Bloodborne does that to you. I mean, of course it's like a Souls game pretty much, but it's like, here's stats, and hope you don't screw yourself halfway through the game later when you want something cool. And you don't know what you're doing now, but you will then.
I've been waiting for you.
Shinji, I mean, you.
You two have been chosen to join our special task force, Neuron. We've already cleared your transfers from criminal affairs. This is an order from the Union itself. Consider it a promotion you can't turn down.
An order from the Union?
Wait a minute, Commander. I'm still the captain around here. And these two, they're my kids. You couldn't have run this by me before?
Desperate times, Max. Captain or not, surely you understand the position humankind is in. I understand how you must feel, but I need you to be flexible.
Ah, shit.
Well then, I'll give you the short explanation. As you know, humanity faces the very real threat of extinction. Most believe this is due to mass corruption from the gates. But the truth is, there are worse dangers, which the Union finds prudent to keep classified. Dangers from beyond the gates. Invaders from a dimension outside our own. Chimeras, like the ones you've just seen for the first time. They're invisible to the naked eye, but they cast a dimensional shadow in certain circumstances. That's how we were able to detect them in the first
We studied something called a bayonetta in order to see these things.
to stop them. Meanwhile, the Chimeras dragged countless victims back to their dimension. Their corruption tainted the land itself. With most of the planet uninhabitable, we survivors fled here, to this artificial island we call the Ark. We thought we were safe, and we were for a while. But as you know all too well, it didn't last. At this rate, all of humankind will be pulled into the Chimera's dimension. We're facing down the end of the world, but I refuse to accept such a fate for our species. Through blood, sweat, and years of research, we finally made it. The ultimate counter-chimeric weapon. By neurologically syncing captured chimeras with human operators, we established control and made powerful allies.
Oh god, this is, like I said, this is so Evangelion, it's embarrassing, really.
The Legions gave you your first look at the dangers we truly face, but also a taste of the pinnacle of human ingenuity. But of course, not
Yeah, I'm just waiting to hear about the third impact that wiped out, everything there, caused them to be there. Actually, a second impact. We're trying to prevent the third impact from happening. If I hear something about instrumentality,
This is a lot for you to process right now, but your species needs you. Your species chose you.
I'm trying to figure out if that's Devla or Popola in the background.
The future of humankind in your hands. We're counting on you. And now, I hand you over to him.
Nope, I've not heard of that one.
Well, it's been a while, huh? Your dad told me you'd join the police, but I never imagined we'd see you here in Neuron. But growing up with Max around, it's no surprise you turned out
Yeah,
tough.
most of those giant robot shows after
Now that you guys are
1995
here, let me
were like
officially
Evangelion
welcome you to the
ripoffs.
team. Oh, you should have seen Max's
Except for
face when he found out
Razafon,
you
because
were
people who
here.
say that Razafon is a
Between us,
Evangelion
I
ripoff
think
haven't
that's
seen the show. It's like, that's
There's
your
only
first
5
tip-off,
of
they've
us right
never
now,
seen the
but
show.
there
They
are
say
more
that.
candidates waiting for the ARI to make more legions. I know the commander talks a lot of gloom and doom, but relax. More help is on the way. Eventually. Anyway, first things first. It's time to get to know your legion. There's a training room downstairs. We'll go there and work on your fundamentals. I'll call the others. Max isn't picking up.
He's like, I'm in the bathroom,
do me a
man.
favor and get him and Alicia for me, will you? I bet you'll find him up on the roof. I'll head downstairs and set up the training room. See you there in a bit. Oh, that's right. Open up the menu in your Legatus and you'll find a map of the station. It might come in handy if you get lost.
Jin really hasn't changed a bit, has he? How long has it been since we last saw him? 2 years? Remember when Dad was in the hospital and Jin came to take care of us? His cooking wasn't the greatest, but when you think about it, Jin's always been there for us, huh? There's gotta be some way we can make it up to him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna slowly walk this way. Olive, huh? Yeah, like I said, it's like, you look just like Devla. I'm pretty sure you're aware of that. I'm really busy right now, being in other Drakengard and Nier games. Sorry, we'll talk later. Ooh, co-op play. If you want to play on the world's tiniest controllers, knock yourself out. I'll do instant. Okay. Okay, so I get rewards for completing missions, okay. Yeah, so the camera's like slow on the field and twitchy as hell inside the police office. Got it. This is gonna be a headache. At least it has some nice music inside the PlayStation. Press now, work hard later. Okay. Don't jump! You're not high enough! You'll just twist your ankles! That's those wiener kids I raise.
You guys need something?
Jin was trying to reach you earlier, Dad. He told us to bring you down to the training room.
Uh-huh. So that's the call you ignored earlier. So, what's the matter, Dad?
Look, if I've never changed your diapers, you don't get to call me Dad. And neither do you, Akira. Just keep it professional. It's Captain here. I'm sure Jin can handle your training on his own. Look, there's nothing I can teach you that he can't.
Aw, he's just acting tough. You guys know he's just worried sick about you, right?
Alicia, why do you keep doing that?
Well,
What?
considering we're gainfully employed adults, shouldn't our captain take more responsibility for us than our father?
It's gonna be fun having you guys around.
Anyway, you two report to Jin for your training. Tell him I'm busy.
That goes for me too. Sorry. But make sure Jin teaches you a lot.
So this was just all a pointless exercise and coming up to the heliport. Got it.
Ma'am? You don't have to keep it that professional. I mean, we're all on the same team now, after all.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, thanks. You know, Alicia seems nice. She really seems to get along well with Dad. I mean, the captain. Seeing him here with Jin and Alicia, it's a side of him I've never seen before, for sure. It feels weird.
Excuse me, I need to go to this techno rave now with this music playing. It's Roy Stewart. One recommended for Neuron. Appreciate your sincerity. At any rate, looking forward to working with you. I'm sure you are.
There you are. Ready to train? Wait, where's the captain and Alicia?
Oh, the captain said you could handle it.
That guy's more sensitive than he looks. Oh well. That's not a bad thing, I guess. Alright, I'll run you through the basics. Before we continue, strap this thing on your back.
You handed me nothing. Didn't I?
Great, looks like it fits.
Mixed reality system that overlays information in real time.
Your Legatus crate.
It's called Detective Vision. We totally didn't steal it from the Batman Arkham Asylum franchise.
And here's your integrated reality imaging system, Iris. You'll forget how you ever cracked cases without it. Alright, let's start with an easy one. Point your Iris at the computer terminal over there.
Okay, so they say red. I'm just gonna call it light pink. Are the major ones I need to do blue? Which doesn't look blue to me. It's like, God, this color scheme in this game is killing me. Right, information about, like, basically objective stuff. Okay. Got it.
Alright, let's start with an easy one. Point your Iris at the computer terminal over there.
Information?
Find it okay? Alright, now boot up the terminal and try out a training program. It's a self-guided routine, so you can skip over anything you don't think you need to cover.
Iris, shut down.
So I saw something here in options. Oh God, all these colors are just terrible. don't know about you, but my eyeballs exploded there for a minute.
Iris started.
Try out a training program. All right, let's begin.
Iris,
Here
shut
goes.
down.
Let's see you move to the circle in the middle of the room.
I can't do it. This is too hard. Let me out.
Not bad. Next up is dashing. Time to break a sweat. Let's see if you can dash through all these circles.
Sound like they kind of cut you off for a something you're gonna say. All these circles.
Not bad.
Are you sure there wasn't something else? You want to redo that take for we put in the game? No, it's good. Just put it in.
What's next?
The game I've been playing and very close to beating now, Control, actually has a joke like that. Like some guy's complaining, like, "Hey, I just like they recorded my first takes on this. I was reading through and confirming what the script is, and they actually using the training. This is embarrassing. I want you to remove it." And then you later on find the training recording that they're talking about, and the guy's like, "Okay, this is the firing range. Make sure you open up here first. Do you want me to say it like this?" And that's like in the actual recording they put and run new cadets through, which is great.
All right, let's
It's like
begin.
that's a funny little joke, a humor
Hit
joke.
the target the old-fashioned way. No Legion. Great. Hit a target from behind and you'll do more damage. Try to hit the target from behind. Hey, you felt that right? That one hit a lot harder than usual. That's a critical attack. You can also aim for the head if you want to do critical damage. Go for critical hits whenever you can, and battle will go a lot more smoothly. That's all for this program. What's next? Alright, let's begin. Try locking on to that enemy.
Which one? There's two of them. That one. Which one? Yes.
If there's more than one target, no problem. Try switching your lock on to a new target. Flick your right stick to move your focus between targets.
He's like, flick your right stick to. Are we in a video game?
Not bad. That's all for this program. What's next? All right, let's begin. Try and dodge the enemy attack. Not bad. Let's try a perfect dodge next. Get out of the way just before an enemy attack lands. If you pull it off, it'll feel like everything but you has slowed down.
It's like some kind of witchy time thing.
Give it a shot.
Okay, well, I got counter moves. Nice.
That's all for this program. What's next? All right, let's begin. Items you find get added to your shortcut menu and can be used quickly and at any time. All right, you're gonna get a little roughed up here, so use the medicine you have on hand to heal up. Not bad.
Not bad. You swallow those pills like, you know, Bill Cosby would be proud.
You can unlock them with your legatus. Anything you find inside is yours, if it helps with the mission. Looks like you got a few kinds of items. Take a look at your shortcut menu. Okay, now switch your active item to grenades. They're combat items. Use a grenade on the target. Watch your aim. Not bad. That's all for this program. What's next? All right, let's begin. Send out your Legion like you're throwing it at a target. That'll start you off on the right foot. It's good for when your target's high up or otherwise out of reach. Okay, now pull your Legion back. Part of the job is knowing
Say
when to
heal.
pull your Legion
Heal,
out of
boy.
trouble.
Heal!
Now the Legion can't stay out forever. You've got to keep an eye on its limiter gauge, or there could be trouble. If that gauge hits 0, you won't be able to call the Legion back out until it fills up again. Be sure to give the Legion a break to cool down every now and then. Alright, switch your Legion off. See? Once you call off the Legion, the limiter gauge starts filling back up. Always watch your gauge. That's all for this program. What's next? Alright, let's begin. Get in the middle circle. Now move your Legion through the blue circles that appear around you.
Oh, that's a little jank.
Not bad. That's all for this program. What's next? Alright, let's begin. Okay, attack the enemy with your Legion. Your Legion will attack automatically if you send it out or get it close to a target.
Okay, so I can't move around.
One down, one to go. Take it out.
So you can't move around while you're sending out your Legion, which is good, because that's something I had a concern about. Like, okay, if you're whenever you're controlling two characters with one controller, usually tends to have an issue like where it'll just lock you dead, or you can't do anything else yourself. So that's kind of nice. And I can see why they moved the attack button to ZR, so you can technically still keep attacking while moving your Legion around, but like I said, with my arthritis, that's just not going to be a possible thing.
Alright, let's begin.
It'll be like Nier Automata, that I love to play that game, but I can't speedrun it because of how much trigger action you have. For all your movement and tricks and everything else, it's like my hands like literally start swelling up after like 20 minutes of trying to speedrun the game. Alright, so...
You can use your Legion's Astral chain to bind targets. Move your Legion around the target and try to wrap it up in your chain.
Okay, so I need to move forward. Okay, so it doesn't have to be exact.
That'll keep it still for a while, and you'll be able to pummel it while it's temporarily defenseless. It doesn't actually hurt, so it makes a good way to subdue fleeing suspects, too. That's all for this program. What's next? Alright, let's begin.
So basically we need to clothesline it.
Cool you can do with your Legion's Astral chain. First, watch the target for a sign that it's going to charge. When it does, move your Legion and try to stop it with the chain. You can stop it with the chain and throw it back where it came from. Nice work. You're a natural. That's all for this program. What's next?
Remember, this is the top secret program that nobody knows about, but you have a giant training facility and a police office full of other regular cops. I really don't know how you didn't notice any of this was going on before.
Alright, let's begin. Switch on your iris and give the target a look.
Iris startup.
If the target's dangerous, you can see how much damage it's taken. You can also look up civilian profiles in a flash, and keeps all the info you gather while on the case close at hand. Okay, iris off.
Iris
Once
shut
you've
down.
analyzed a foe, you can see how much you've damaged it, even with your iris off. Handy, huh? That sums it up. That's all for this program. What's next? Alright, let's begin. Here, you can pick an opponent and go toe-to-toe for as long as you want him. When you're ready to quit, choose Change Program or Quit Training from the system menu.
Yeah, this is like so clunky for combat and like trying to get airborne stuff, so your dodge not really too effective.
Hey, what's going on? Glad to hear it. Keep it up. Hey, what's going on? Alright, pick a training program you want to try. Alright, let's begin.
No, go back and focus on the other guy, perhaps, don't you think? You know, the guy we got all chained up so we can beat the crap out of him?
Hey, what's going on? Alright, pick a training. Alright, let's be.
Yeah, so, like, as soon as you lock on somebody like this, the game's like, no. Focus on whoever's not chained up. Okay, don't do it then. Fine. So sometimes it will lock on, like it'll do the chain, and then it won't. So you'll like literally have a problem of where you'll circle around them trying to get them like looped up, and the game just goes no and just starts over on the other side, which is going to be a problem.
Had enough of this program? That'll do for today.
This game has ideas it wants to do, and they're not fully fleshed out. It's like someone like should have said, no, this isn't going to work because this is why.
Please report to the command room. Repeat. The police have requested Neuron's assistance. Please report to the command room.
Well, looks like it's time for your first assignment. I'll go on ahead, and don't keep us all waiting, guys.
It figures we'd even get transferred to a new department together. It feels kind of weird to be saying this to my own sister.
But we're not related by blood, you know.
Gotta say, it's nice working with you.
We've been working together for 6 minutes.
Well, it's gonna take a while to get used to all this, but I'm sure we can show Dad we're up to it. If we work hard, I'm sure he'll come around in no time.
I'm sure he won't tragically die in like this next upcoming level or something. New rookies, tech crew. Alright then.
You're late, newbie. Now that everyone's here, let's begin. The police in Central City, in Zone 36, have requested our help with a case. About an hour ago, an unusually large number of gates opened up along Grand Avenue.
She literally looks like Devila and Popola,
The local police are doing the best they can to
which are
handle the
recurring
operation.
characters in like the Drakengard Nier series.
To say they have their hands full is an understatement. Gates don't just appear like this without a Chimera around somewhere. Not in these numbers. There are only 5 people on the Ark who stand a chance against Chimeras, and they're all in this room. That's why the regular police need your help. Get out there, find the Chimera, and take it down. I'll let the captain fill you in on the operational parameters.
Roger.
We don't know what this Chimera is capable of yet. You'll have your legions with you, but still, keep your guard up.
Now I know the people involved with Nier Automata did work on this game, so it doesn't surprise me at all.
Whatever you can on this side, okay? That is all.
Neuron, move out.
Roger.
I'm going on break. So, Captain, Yosef, how are you doing? Okay, you're not wearing gloves, so you're not a full, Ikari ripoff. That's good. Good to see. Glad to see it.
right, everyone's here. Let's get something straight. We don't know what the hell we're gonna find out there. Okay, first things first. We'll meet up with the police and get as much info as we can. If we happen to meet our mystery Chimera, you leave it to me, Alicia, and Jin. Got it?
Roger.
Roger.
Hey, you two. I can't hear you.
Okay.
Jin already put us through training, so I thought maybe we could.
No way. You two are to gather information. No heroics. Captain's orders. Is that clear?
But...
Hey, come on now. Maybe the captain is a teensy bit overprotective. But you're new. And if you bite off more than you can chew, we're all in trouble. It's the right call.
Roger, Captain.
Okay, great.
If you're that big of a liability, we probably should have just left you here. But of course we did give you these dangerous things and let you use them without having no clue how to do it to begin with, so... We're not the most responsible police force. No one push me. Oh, my ankles are shattered. Pilot's like, yo, I was just about to land. Deadpool was right, those superhero landings are really tough on the knees.
Let's get to work. Listen up. We've got nothing to go on right now except that our purpose
pretty much, except for you're not an android, or are you a cyborg?
We need to know as much as we can before we engage. Time to look for clues.
I wonder if that thing's a clue.
You know what that means. Iris is on, people. First, let's see if the security cameras caught anything useful. Check their hologram playback.
Iris startup.
Detective vision. Come on, Batman. You can do it.
Shut down. Iris startup. Information display.
Did a Chimera really do all this? It feels like one could jump out at any moment.
Oh, don't worry, it will. Let's just walk through whatever this is. Evidence.
We call that red matter. Solid corruption. It's all around.
Highly poisonous. Causes cancer, probably. We don't know. You're not sitting in it right now, are you?
It up for you. Go on, try it out.
Earned you duty points, okay. Neat. Oh god, camera.
What do we have here? A handprint, huh? Damn big one, too. Between the size and the red matter, I think we can say this isn't a human handprint.
Unless Paul Bunyan's been through here. We don't know.
With giant hands.
I don't see any trees, so it's a possibility. Attack! I command you! Good job. Give me a prompt to listen to them? Z plus A.
I don't like it, man. And who do they think they are, barging in on our scene like that?
Shh, keep your voice down. It's those guys, right? From the basement at HQ? What they call it? Neutron or something? Neuron.
I mean, there's signs everywhere. I mean, we could just look.
Whoever they are, they need to step off quick.
Neuron, neutron, nerve.
Coming around our scene, questioning us like we're regular civilians. What? Someone got dragged through the gate and by a giant shadowy hand? Who believed that nonsense?
You're telling me? This is nuts. A whole lot of witnesses say they saw it, though. There's gotta be some explanation.
Think you got enough clues yet? Come on back and let's talk them out.
Iris startup.
Do you think all these people made it out okay?
Oh, every one of them except for the ones underneath the bridge. I mean,
Information display.
they're probably not doing too hot, but
Iris shut down. Iris startup. Information display.
go kill!
Iris shut
This is the lamest thing ever. Doesn't murder anybody I want.
There you are. Looks like you've gathered plenty of information. But let's see how well you grasp the situation. Investigative ability is important, even for Neuron, so don't expect me to go easy on you. What can you tell me about the physical characteristics of the Chimera that caused this mess?
Huge hands.
I know you saw that great big handprint. Big handprint, big hands. So why'd the Chimera come here? Sightseeing, or do you have a better guess? Right. People don't just get sucked into gates all on their own. That's a Chimera's job. So that's everything we know. Now comes the hard part.
Iris startup.
There's no doubt we're dealing with a Chimera here. A Chimera with giant hands shows up, wrecks the bridge, grabs a civilian, and takes him somewhere. Lucky for us, Chimeras tend to leave behind tracks that legions can find.
Iris
Rookies,
shut down.
finding those tracks is your job. Got it? You remember the giant handprint you found? Go see if your legion can find anything over there. Use your legion to look around that giant handprint. Something ought to turn up. You've got the trail. Now follow it.
Check this out. The track splits in two directions.
It's like he had two hands.
Chimera.
Alright, looks like we'll have to split up. We'll take these, you and Akira follow the ones through the parking garage.
You guys go this way, we'll go home. Got it.
The corruption's really bad around here, huh? Hey, if we find the Chimera, let's take it out ourselves. That'll show Dad.
Then Daddy will finally love me.
Iris startup. Iris shut down.
You should be able to squeeze through there if you crouch.
Crouching is the same button as dashing, by the way. I should just point that out. That's just more great design.
Chimera. Hey, look at its hands.
Yeah, kind of busy trying not to die.
These guys have no idea what they're in for. We've got to take it down before someone gets hurt.
Yeah, what are the hitboxes on this game? I mean, it's like I'm getting like cream from stuff that's like I should be nowhere near. Ah, the camera.
What the hell is that thing? Wait, how come they can see the Chimera? Corrosion levels are super high. Is that why they can see it? Hey, look! Redshift. No time to lose. We've got to do something about this now. Well, we got the Chimera, but we were too late to help them. Maybe Dad was right. We're not ready.
So my brother's a wiener. Got it.
Jin here. Do you copy? It sounds like a gate just opened up not far from you two.
We've notified the captain. We're on our way there too. See you soon. Try and stay out of trouble, okay?
Roger. We're heading to the gate now. So that Chimera wasn't the target after all. Come on, let's get going. We can't let anyone else get redshifted. Hold up! We can't leave that gate wide open like that. The Legion should be able to close it up quick. Let's try it out.
Okay, just gotta wrap it up. Yeah, so it's like... So you try to bring it around, it's like, nope! There we go.
There. That's one less gate for Chimeras to come through. Okay, back to the search.
Iris, startup. Information display.
Trash.
Iris, shut down.
Okay, so there's different legions who can do different things. Got it. Ability, self-destruct. This isn't near automata, I'm kind of worried. Okay, so that's where we came.
I thought our days of breaking up fights were over. We better stop them before someone.
Oh, they got some sweet windmill moves I see over there. So this game is like really big on this whole make a circle around them. It's like, well, we got that one mechanic. We're gonna make it do a lot of different things. I can take it from here. Really? You didn't look like you had it control otherwise.
Handle this. All right. We've got a Chimera to chase.
Iris, shut down.
The trail leads into that wall. Looks like we'll have to wing it for a while.
It's like I'm getting like little parts of like Ninja Gaiden Black soundtrack in here too. Go through the wall, I command you! Okay.
That looks like hard work without a Legion. Let's give her a hand.
What? You gotta show me how you did that. You just moved your hand and there it went.
Yeah, I'm cool like that.
Iris, startup. Iris, shut down.
I think that was our target, and it grabbed the civilian. Come on, hurry! Up there! Let's get it!
Iris, startup.
Okay, something I can't do right now.
Iris, shut down.
Okay. Go through the mall.
Looks like there were some stragglers. Did that Chimera do this too?
So I'm used to like playing like Bayonetta 2, where you have a lock-on, but it's not required. In this game, you really need to use it because the camera's not going to follow you around intelligently. It's also just going to randomly switch from whoever it feels like, really.
Focus on saving these people. The tracks can wait.
Yeah, the game just like literally decides like you're going to attack certain people,
Look out! Here comes more!
which is really, it's like you feel like you don't have control. Can't see who I'm fighting. Yeah, so unfortunately, you feel like you have like almost no control over your character points because you just randomly will start. You'll be attacking some guy, you want to keep attacking that chain, and the game will just randomly say, "Nope, go fight this guy over here now," and you'll just change direction.
I'll catch up with you later. Go.
So this game is being speedrun right now. Very few people are running it, but it's just like, it's going to take a lot of adjustment. To basically going from like games where you have like total control to not being in very control at all.
Can you hear me? I'm picking up a really strong signal near your location. Keep your guard up, okay?
Huh?
That was the first time I died. Enchiladas, got it. Okay, we can't circle the hand. Okay, I'm not sure which one you're trying to do. Okay, clipping through the world, this is great. By the way, I have no jump, so I can't, like, avoid that attack, really. Other things, all health. That's great. Get up. Once again, no idea what this does, but... Okay, so you can actually do, like, ranged attacks by, like, sending it out, like, by hitting L, or, in my case, like, Z, L, or whatever the hell they call it. Which would have been something good to kind of tell you in, like, you know, training. That might have been helpful, because I'm, like, just trying to use my gun to nail this guy. Here comes Dad. Nope, not yet. So Dad's gonna come in, rescue me. He's gonna be killed or left behind to die. Oh look, there he is.
Not today!
Just waiting for them all to form Voltron. Or Captain Planet. Or Captain Planet Voltron. That'd be interesting.
When Akira told me you got pulled through the gate, I nearly lost it.
Doesn't explain how we got here, but I mean...
Jesus, you could be the death of me, you know that?
Well, I can't say you look good, but damn, you're tougher than I thought.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty cool line coming from someone who just damn near cried their eyes out.
I was not crying.
Hey, guys. Look around. Who'd have thought the gates led to a place like this?
You ever feel like you're somewhere you're not supposed to be?
At least their phones work. Kind of.
Hello? Commander on. Please respond. Can you hear me? Gotcha. Oh, gosh. Thank God you're all alive. Jeez. I thought I'd never see any of you again.
They work through dimensions. Good to know.
I'm glad you're all okay. Okay. Now, if you set the radio channel from that side, I can get through to you. And the multi-scanner works too. The visuals are pretty noisy, but they'll do in a pinch. So, that's it, huh? The Chimera's home turf. Heads up! I'm picking up signs of life right nearby. I can't get a read on any IDs, but I think it might be some missing people. Switch on your iris and check it out.
All right, people, let's go.
My whole body feels heavy.
I can't even begin to guess what we might find here. We are in absolutely uncharted territory.
So how do I like it so far? Not much. Not that great, to be honest.
Time to gut it out.
It's got a lot of control problems that I was afraid of, and they're all coming true. So I know people are speedrunning this game, so it's just more like a matter of like, are you going to adjust to it? But there are definitely issues with this game for control. Whenever you have a game that controls two people at once, you're bound to have issues.
Listen, that heavy feeling, that's a symptom of redshift. Not to scare you, but all of your corruption levels have been steadily climbing since you went through the gate. None of you are in the danger zone yet. Maybe you have the Legion to thank for that. Still, worst case scenario, you might find your Legion sync levels dropping dangerously low. Check on those biosignals, then get out of there as fast as you can.
Okay, that's just...
Keep an eye out for a gate you can use.
Got it, thanks. Alright, kids, you are the lady. Let's not hang around any longer, we have to.
And the other problem I have with this is that, like, you go to attack people, and the game will just randomly decide that, like, oh, the person you're, like, busy attacking right in front of you, we don't want you to keep attacking that person, and then it will, like, shift its focus halfway to somebody across the other map, even though you're still fighting that person. They're not dead yet. It's not like, okay, like Bayonetta, like, where somebody dies and then the game might try to refocus you on somebody else. This game's like, you're just still... You get pulled off the person attacking you there, and then you gotta worry about the camera, which doesn't work anymore when you have somebody else out there, like when you're trying to control your Legion, because camera controls go bye-bye after that. So then you start getting smacked from behind because the game thought that you shouldn't fight to that person anymore. So it's like you just keep getting your butt kicked and smacked around a lot by people you're trying to fight, and then the game saying, nope, go fight somebody else. And like, I'll be hitting somebody, focusing on them, and then I'll just do a 90-degree turn left to right. So it's like, there's a lot of control and camera issues. I've had the camera bug out like a couple times, like just be standing still like this, like, and all of a sudden the camera will just go like, whoop, whoop. I'm like, okay, and you know, I'll just be standing here and like stop and it'll just zip like that real fast. I'm like, okay, that's neat. Let's get it off the butt. So going from Bayonetta to this, not that great. Nier Automata to this, still wouldn't be that good.
there. I see someone. They look hurt.
Neither of them have any major injuries.
And also add on top of it, like the color scheme that the game is using,
Can you get a read on
it's screwing with my color blindness. It's not as bad as Daemon X Machina, which I can't play the game at all. Because the projectiles are still colors that I'm colorblind to. And the other options for you to change the colors in this game, like, are just for your UI, and they are like, make my eyeballs bleed, so...
Great, let's get out of here. Olive, where's that gate?
Everything appears to be blue and red, and I'm just seeing, like, nothing but browns for most part.
You're going to have to go back to where you fought that Chimera.
Where in the hell did they come from?
This is bad. We're almost out of time.
Akira.
Yep, and here comes the part where he dies,
keep
just
everyone
like I
safe,
said.
okay? You come with me.
He's not leaving here alive. Either he's going to die in front of us, or we're going to abandon him here. By his volition, like, go, get everybody out, I'll hold them off.
Let's go.
Also, a lot of times, too, like, you go through and you try to, like, get somebody wrapped up like this, and the game just goes, oh, they're wrapped up, neat. And then you start attacking the other person you don't care about.
Shit. Just a little more. Almost.
I don't think they're going to. I mean, if you saw how much Nier Automata got fixed, which is like one patch and that was it, and that was just for basically stop crashing, they didn't do anything else, they're probably not going to fix anything in this game. So there are things you can kind of get used to, but it's just like, it's frustrating to go from games where you have complete and total control to being made to feel like you don't have control over what you're doing. It's like the game's trying to play it for you and you don't want it to. Like, I just want to go, I want to, like, wrap this person up and attack just that person I have right now. I want to focus on that. And the game's like, hey, you've done that, let's start focusing on other things. It's like, I don't care, I want to focus on what I'm doing.
Commander? Olive, the override release command. Hurry!
No use. The override release isn't going through.
That's impossible.
Use Visual Basic to create a GUI to backtrace the IT. Yeah, backtrace the IP. I love that one. Oh no, the Evangelion's getting mad. Breaking free of its restraints is gonna go berserk. Oh yeah, and this game is like, the beginning parts are so Evangelion, like, parallels to it, it's just painful. Yeah, we do. I'm still saying it's probably going to come out sometime late 2021. Because they spent all their time and power developing this game, and they're just now finally going to probably get started on Bayonetta 3, so... Also, the dodge is atrocious. That better be able to get upgraded.
Do something! Commander, there's gotta be something we can do to save them.
Do something now!
Try setting your legatus to mode C. You may be able to recapture them.
How do we do that?
Yeah.
You'll have to weaken the legions first. Though I suppose that's easier said than done.
Well, if you don't have any other ideas, looks like that's our only option.
Oh, it finally gave me the dodge. How nice. I guess because it wanted to be part of the story. Is that the gun from Psychopaths? And Twitch is dying on frames. Okay, it's back. Good.
What the hell's with your hair? It's just like before.
What's going on?
The Legion's sync rate is... it's off the charts.
A true Legionis. Yes. Wonderful.
Whatever's going on, now's our best chance. Gotta do this while they're distracted. Get those civilians to safety, now! Jin, Alicia, go! Roger! Acura! Let's back up Jin and Alicia and find us a way out of here! Come on! Yes, sir.
Okay. It's near automata dodging, this is not. So you can't counterattack it, okay. Quick, go farther than you've ever been able to. Okay, you gonna work now? There we go, finally, it's decided to work. It's like, nah, we're gonna let you keep going. I could just easily hop over that, but no. Stop what I'm doing. Really? Well, thank God he started falling in slow motion first those couple moments there, because I mean, I wouldn't have time to do that.
I'll keep him busy.
Yep, here it comes.
Listen to me. We don't have time. The Legions are the very last hope humanity's got. And today, we lost all.
I mean, we just could recapture them before, you know, in the laboratory.
You can't risk losing that too.
Like the start of the game, but whatever.
Captain, let me help you.
Jin?
Like for streaming videos, because Amazon Prime, like my parents have an Amazon Fire for their TV, and that's been down for like 3 days. And checking online, like it's been down for a lot of people, and Amazon is not doing anything about it. They haven't issued any reports that they're having issues about it publicly, that they're working on fixing it. They're just like, well, we're not going to say we're having a problem, we're not going to admit that there's an issue. Yeah, so Amazon Fire, like I signed in through Prime through like Chrome the other day. I was able to watch videos and stuff like that, no problem. But through the Fire itself it's down, and like I said, they're not issuing any type of release on it at all. Last I've seen.
Go and remember what happened here. It'll make you stronger.
I know they had a huge problem last month.
But for now,
but it's still a problem right now.
Your brother, Akira. Keep him safe. You got it? Do that for me.
So of course their usual help is like restart your device. Ensure that it has the latest updates. If none of these things resolve your issue, your IP address may be incorrectly registered. It's not. Like to unblock to unblock IP addresses, contact, and it says an Amazon email details of the affected IP ranges and point of contact from your organization. That's like an IT thing. Nobody is unless you know IT is going to have access to that information. And if your IT is not if your IP is not configured right, you're not getting on the internet. So you wouldn't even have that problem to begin with. You wouldn't be able to see that message. It's stupid. It's like if your TV won't turn on, tune it to channel 99. What? Red rum, red rum. Okay. Yay, I'm an officer. Health and duty rewards have increased. Ours have been upgraded to strict blood type. Okay. Yay, I can wear a hat. I just showed it there for a second. I don't know where it displays anywhere else. It's just like, hey, you went up a rank. Okay, and then it just went off the screen. Promotion instead of, well, if you make it to officer, we'll give you one of our police caps. So it says it right there. Your rank is like, okay, you're an officer, but I don't know where else it's going to show it if it does. So it's going to ask me every single time if I want to change my difficulty level or not. It seems like Ninja Gaiden Black, if you just keep dying repeatedly, and after the third time it's like, hey, we have an easy mode you might want to switch to. It's like, no, I'm not that filled with shame just yet. Oh, and also Tokyo Game Show is going, not Tokyo Game Show, Tokyo Game Show, which is kind of like Tokyo or Japan's E3, which is usually a lot of boring presentations where you just sit around and watch people talk on stage how was it? It was very interesting. It was like ramen soup, where I was the chef and the players were the noodles, and oh god, not this again. But they showed off last night, early this morning for us here in the United States, Death Stranding, 49 minutes of it. And I passed out after about 10 minutes of it, 15 minutes of it, because I was tired. And it was the most boring thing I've ever seen. The game appears to be mostly a walking simulator. It's you just walk around. You occasionally might get into a fight, but you're just big nothing around. So the game might not do too well.
Your body's been through a lot of changes.
Like puberty, you might notice hair going in weird places. You didn't have that before.
No major external injuries either. You should be good to move. I'd suggest going to the command room. The commander wants to speak with you.
Because you're going through these changes, you might find interested, in some other people. Just saying.
Okay.
Iris startup.
So you can see through walls, apparently.
Display.
I mean, you see in the bathrooms and stuff, like, turn on Iris, I need to find the clue. Oh, that's disturbing. Why is he naked? Oh, so you're the store. Got it.
Iris, shut down.
Yeah, Death Stranding is like... I was thinking like today, like, okay, I need to go back and finish watching it, see if anything improved, but from what I saw, it's a walking simulator, just like you pointed out, and I'm like, okay, so I'll probably still end up buying it just out of pure curiosity, but this might be his, like, lowest... This might end up being Kojima's, like, lowest rating game. It's entirely a possibility. So, I mean, if it's just like a walking simulator with, like, weird crap going on, I don't know about that, man. Also, when you're in the field, like, your controls and movements are, like, slow, same thing for your cameras, and in here, they go fast. So, I still need to go back and finish watching the rest of that presentation. Like, I was just totally exhausted, so... You know, I went to bed and was like, okay, I'll finish watching it later, but it just bored me to hell. I think where I turned it off was... Like, Sam was just getting eaten by whatever the BTs are. You know, you see like all the bodies flying around, he gets sucked into the goop, and then I was like, okay, I'll finish watching this later. It was like maybe 15 minutes into it, I think. And understanding Japanese, it's like Kojima's obsessed with, like, you have to be careful, like, when you have to think about your balance when you're doing everything, like when you're carrying your cargo and when you're running. And you see here, he's like, as Sam's running, he's starting to lose his balance, and then you got to remember your balance when you walk through streams and your balance when you're walking on tightropes. It's like, okay, you can carry too much of a load. This is stupid. Why don't you have a cart to help you carry things around? And then he's like, oh, here's a little cart to carry. What the hell? She's sitting there playing solitaire, I know. Yeah, so Death Stranding, it'll probably sell well at first.
Good.
But it might not review well. I think reviewers are going to be all over it, like, it's the best thing ever, this is 11 out of 10, the best thing, whatever. It's like, and fan reactions just going to be like, this is boring.
This is a serious blow to Neuron.
You know, of course, it couldn't be like Metal Gear Solid 5. I still have people get really upset when I tell them that the game is only like 60% done. It's not a complete game. Like, how dare you? It's like, have you played the game? It's cohesive to a point, but it's clearly not finished. But then everyone started giving it like 10 out of 10 ratings, 9 out of 10 really high ratings, and the game's not done. So we'll see how it comes out when it, like, November.
The only one that we have left. Naturally, we can't.
Yeah, it seems like more escapism, just kind of walking around taking the sights.
Will only get worse.
Look how things are going, like, oh cool, here's how our engine can render graphs and different things. It's like, okay, nice. I also have a base PlayStation 4, a launch PlayStation 4, so my system's probably not going to look that great. Because this generation of PlayStation and consoles as a whole has really screwed people quite a lot.
To dispose of aberrations and gates, as usual.
Okay, just so nobody else has a Legion, I do. The whole world rests on my shoulders. Get in the robot, Shinji. Got it.
I saw what you can do. I was quite impressed.
Trigger instrumentality. Everybody becomes Tang. Play Calm Sussor Todd. Got it.
But you are different. You and your Legion are in perfect neurological harmony.
Oh god, this is Evangelion.
As easily as your own
oh.
Surely you felt that harmony flowing through your own body. As strong as a chimera. No, strong.
Your synchronization rate, it was really great, Shinji.
Couldn't ask for a more
Or in this case, I guess I'm Asuka.
system. You've already exceeded my
Help without all the tsunderes and mother trying to murder me thing.
I digress. Given time and familiarity, you and your legion will become even more powerful. The chimeras won't stand a chance against the two of you. It is a heavy responsibility, being the savior of humankind. But it's yours.
Just promise me you won't flip out the last second after all the hard work we've done and kill everybody on the planet, okay?
I had it prepared in case someone like you came along. It should help you get used to your newfound strength and unlock your legion's true potential. See the terminal in the training room if you want more information.
Yeah, so Death Stranding, kind of worried about. Shenmue 3 still looks terrible. I expect it to look terrible, really, so I'm not really disappointed in that, to be honest. I know it's not going to look the best. It's probably just going to be still gameplay mechanics from 20 years ago, like Shenmue 1 and 2. But I'm expecting that. Think Platinum will ever be Nintendo's first party? Probably not. Because they are their own independent studio right now, unless they have something like really tank them, like if their next couple of games really fail to sell, then that might be a thing, but probably don't think it's going to happen. I mean, you have games like Astral Chain, and you have Bayonetta 2 and upcoming Bayonetta 3, where Nintendo is putting out the money to make the games. Like, yeah, we're giving you the money to make this game, and also it's going to be exclusive to our systems because of that. And that's understandable, but I don't think they're going to be, like, bought up, kind of like, let's say, for example, Microsoft, you know, they did buy Rare and then just squandered everything they had for multiple years on it. I don't think that's going to happen with Platinum, right now at least. Equipment, okay. Cranial accessories, place cap. It's hiding my awesome ponytail. I don't know, I'm thinking probably just plain shirt might look cooler. Opinion Wonderful... Okay, Opinion on Wonderful 101. I've only played it in emulation. And what I played was an interesting concept. It seemed like it was going to be really good. My only issue with it really is the frame rate, which is everybody tells me is atrocious, and they are not kidding. Even emulated, it doesn't stay 60. It's all over the place. It's a neat idea. I thought it was not bad. It really could use a port to Switch. I mean, that would definitely sell well, because, I mean, a lot of things that they've done, for porting-wise, like from Wii U games to Switch, have done considerably well. So utility pants and belt, that's fine. Change colors. I am colorblind. I don't think that'd be good. But yeah, Wonderful 101 would definitely do well for a port to the Switch. I'm just keeping an eye right now on the Twitch servers, and they're just kind of going all over the place. They're getting erratic. So that'd be good. I didn't think the game was anything like spectacular. I thought it was okay. It was serviceable. It was playable. No major problems. It was a neat concept, definitely. So yeah, Switch port would be really good. I could stand behind that. Yeah, Pikmin, I played, let's see, I played 1 and 2 a little bit. Like, I didn't really get through them, I didn't like, sit and play the entire game, but, you know, they were alright. But right now, Twitch is, like I said, I'm just watching the servers just tank constantly here, so I'm going to stop the stream for about 30 seconds, 20-30 seconds, and server hop real quick. So I'll be right back, just hang tight.